Hello everyone. In this video we are going to solve a question that is based on a flow graph, right? And this question was asked in NTA UGC NET December 2019. The question is a flow graph F with entry node 1 and exit node 11 is shown below, right? Here we are given as one entry node, means from here we are going to start our program execution, and 11 is what? 11 is our exit point, means here our program is going to be halt, right? Based on this we have to solve 5 questions. These questions are super easy to solve and you will get 10 out of 10 marks, right? Let's start how to solve this question. Before that, let us consider the cyclometric complexity, because this question is exactly based on that. Okay. Cyclometric complexity. Cyclometric complexity of a chord section is the quantitative measure of the number of linearly independent paths in it. It is the software metric used to indicate the complexity of a program, right? When you want to find the complexity of a program, then you use the cyclometric complexity. It is computed using the control flow graph of the program. Just like here, a control flow graph is given. Okay. The nodes in a graph indicate the smallest group of component of a program. Here, these nodes are represented a program. Okay. And a directed edges in it connects the two nodes. That is, if second command might immediately follow the first command, right? From here, just like the statement number 1, you are going to statement number 2 or 3. This is what? This is a decision parameter. Why? Because here you see the two paths along with a single node. This means here a decision happening. If the condition is true, then you are going to follow this path, else you are follow this one, right? Now we will move to other questions, right? So our first question is the number of predicate nodes and their name. Here, what is the meaning of predicate nodes, right? Predicate nodes mean decision nodes, right? It is also called as decision nodes, means the nodes where the decision has been taken, right? Look at the flow graph. Here we see at 1 there are two edges associated with this, right? 1 2. So this is a decision parameter. Again 2 3, two edges. This is also a decision parameter, right? 6, this is also a decision parameter. 7 single edge, 8 single edge, 10 single edge, 4 5 is single edge, and 11 is the exit point. So we have only 3 predicate nodes. There are only 3 predicate nodes, right? Which one are there? There are 1 2 3 and 6. So this is the answer, right? So this is the answer. There are 3 predicate nodes with having the 1 2 3 and 6. Now what is the number of regions? We have to find the number of regions, right? For number of regions, we can directly go, or either we can go for the formula, right? Here you can directly see how I calculate the regions, right? See here, the closed loop, one region, right? This is the second region, this is the third region, and this is what? This is the fourth region, right? So you can directly find it. There are 4 regions, but if you want to associate a formula, right, we can find the number of regions. Add, there is a formula also. You have to count the number of nodes, you have to count the number of edges, plus edges minus node plus 2, right? You have to find, right, the number of edges, the number of nodes, and we have to add 2 in this, right? Okay, you can calculate the number of edges, nodes. Okay, here the number of edges are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and this one is the 11 edges are here in this graph, and the number of nodes. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, right? 9. Okay, now you have to put these values in this formula. Now region is edges, 11 minus 9 plus 2, 13 minus 9, that is 4. Okay, now what is the cyclometric complexity? See, cyclometric complexity is the same as the number of regions, right? You can find this as 4. Okay, the longest path. Now you have to check for the path and you have to tell which is the longest path associated in this flow graph, right? Okay, you can write the paths as, see here, 1, second it go towards the 2 3, right? Then it move towards 6, then 7, then 9, then 10, and again it move towards the 1, right? Again, first path we have covered this way, and secondly we have covered through 1 2 3, this node, 6, then 8, then 9, then 10, then again it moved towards 1, right? And from 1 it moved towards 11, right? Both cases are same. Okay, next you move towards 1 2 3 4 5 10 and 1, right? And 1 2 again 11. Okay, we'll cover all the paths, right? See, the longest path is these two having the same length, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? Okay, these are the longest path, right? You can see there are two options having the same, so it only asked from the longest path's length, then the answer will be 8. Okay, and now what? The next is very easy. We are also calculated this earlier. Number of nodes, how many nodes are there? We calculated 9, so the answer is 9. See, this question is super easy and we can get 10 out of 10. So we need to do this, we can solve this question with a little practice, right? Hope